What's up? It's Dr. Will James and Dr. Will James Podcast. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already so that you get the notifications every time I upload a new video. Hit that notification bell. So today we're going over a video of this, gangbanger, drug dealer. And he's going over, the horrors that he's experienced in his life due to joining a gang and getting caught up in this lifestyle. And that's important because I always talk about this type of information, where the street life leads you. But let's see where it led him. He reported that he was shot over 28 times and stabbed 175 times, and you see the scars and everything. So let's just get into this clip.
All right, your name is George?
Little Jungle Boy from Blackstone.
That's a blood gang,
That's
right?
my hood name, yeah. Blood gang out of LA, you feel me, where I grew up at. My dad here, OG from there. You feel me? So originally,
So he's a blood gangbanger from LA.
with everything, gangbanging, I grew up where like the shit originated from. Up in Louisiana for a little bit, and then we moved out there by White Castle where the Vice Lord's disciples at in Chicago. Out there in New Orleans, they got the gangster and shit.
So you moved from New Orleans,
to Chicago for a little bit, and that's when I was all out here. When I was born out here, but I was raised in New Orleans, Chicago.
and then you came back to LA.
Yeah, I came out here when I was about, I want to say 8, and that's when my adopted / foster mom moved us out here to Cali.
Where was your mom?
My mom, she was, she'll tell you the truth, I don't know. I always thought my foster mother was my mama until my big sister came looking for me. So besides that, I ain't know. But shit,
What was your childhood like? How would you describe it?
my childhood, mom, she was an addict and shit, you feel me? I didn't really know. I just know I had to have heart surgery when I was a baby because I had a hole in my heart and blew my shit out. So that's why they took me from her. And then, other than that, I grew up in the jungles. I know you hear it called the A's and J's. So I was back and forth from the jungles to the Antis parks. You feel me?
You joined the gang at what age?
I joined the gang when I was 10. I joined the gang when I was 10. Took my
10 is crazy. But sometimes it happens. They get in these gangs real young. Look at the scars all over them.
5-man, got down. I got with 4 of them. The 5th one, I ain't gonna lie, I got knocked out by the G homie. You feel me? But it's all fun though. Cause after that you smoke your blunt, drink, do what you do, so it's Gucci. You feel me? But after 10, our mamas went from hustling, doing what it do, something happened. See, most people don't know about like the jungles back in the days. You probably hear about it where when people tried to come on the block, especially my block, the G-Walk, Palmville, police wouldn't even come down there. You couldn't even come through the block. Like, they used to call that kill sentry. Like, wherever you go, if you know your way around the jungles, you'll get trapped. It's like a big-ass maze. You ever been there? It's right up in the hills.
Yeah.
So we got alleyways, cuts. Mama started out as a runner boy for the G homie, doing what it do, carrying my year still, doing what it do with the dope. As I got older, you feel me? I want to say what? Because I went with Sis at 9, and then I want to say around like 12, she said I was too wild, so I had went back in the system, and then I had went to juvenile hall, got into a juvenile hall. I got booted out because of my medical. And so when I got booted out, I went home, never went back to juvenile hall. But mamas, I went to hustling. I know you can see my orange and shit. So it's on my orange, my chest, from hustling to gang banging, you feel me? Shit, I got wicked. I got kidnapped. Niggas like tortured, threw in the trunk. I woke up, I was in the trunk, bleeding out and shit. My big sister Tay, mama.
You got a lot of cuts. Is that what all the cuts are from?
Yeah.
On your torso.
Yeah, my arms, my stomach. But shit, after that, did though, mama. So I woke up in the trunk. When I woke up in the trunk, I wasn't even knowing. You feel me? Like you look the shit up on the internet and shit. That's what this shit from right here. You got shot in the head. It's one of the things. If you look at it, I can show you. It went through the back right here. That's where they shot me.
You got shot in the forehead.
Damn, he
So I
lucky.
got shot in the back of the head.
You got shot in the back.
head, and it came out. That's why I got a plate in the front.
Went through your
and a plate
brain?
in the back. Yeah. You know the splinters, the centerpiece, that little split shit, where your brain is in parts or whatever.
The different
When the
hemispheres.
dude, yeah, that's it. When the dude fired a bullet, it split. So basically, the shit being old, it saved my life. So I wouldn't really call it a misfire, but you know anything about guns and ammunition, like every once in a while, like with a 223 or 227, the bullet is split when you flip, like piece of it come off. So shit, that motherfucker split it, went through, boom, boom. Oh, mamas, I ain't even gonna lie, I thought the bitch misfired. I didn't even know I was hit. And my girl, she didn't even know. Once I pulled up, we asked my sister when I pulled up, oh, mama, I had called my chick. She came and got me, but she just came and got the car. She didn't even know I was in the trunk. You feel me? So when mamas get to sis house, she popped the trunk, boom, I'm out, yada, yada. I just tell her like they was torturing the nigga. You see my hands, they broke my fingers and shit. Oh, mamas cut out my tendons. So shit, oh, mama, I dealt with that. And then I want to say like, what? Around that time, I was like 18. So from there,
Was there any damage, any brain damage from that?
I had TBI. I was partially paralyzed from the waist down. I had a catheter. They wanted to give me a shit bag, but I couldn't because I guess when the dude hit me down here, one of the blades, the shit, it tore my, is it the lower intestines or the big intestines that you shit with? So it had nicked that. So they were saying that if they didn't do the surgery, like the feces would be leaking into my stomach. But what they did was they went in there, sewed it, and like still to this day, like I want to say for like the first year, I couldn't eat like no hard foods. Oh, I thought that was an earbuds. I couldn't eat no hard foods. So like for the first year I was eating oatmeal. I couldn't eat no peanut butter. And I could barely eat oatmeal, but like anything that'd get me constipated or make me push, I couldn't eat because that shit'd tear my insides up. So like to this day, I got a big ass like, you know, like the sterile sponges and the packing, like all around my intestines. They got it locked in and sewed up in there. So like it won't move or bust because the shit still fucked to this day. So
You done prison time?
yeah, I did 14 years in the pen. I had got into I was about to get to. So a couple months later, I was taking care of some shit, making a deal, and the police came, they pulled up in the hood on the block, and I got into a shootout with them. That was the second time I got shot in the head. I got hit in the side right here. Oh,
You
mama.
were shot in the head
Well,
twice.
he's gone.
Yeah, I was shot in the head twice. One by the enemigos and one by the police. And when I was shot in the head, the second time on mama, because they said they did it because when they came up, I was belligerent. They said I was intoxicated and I was armed and dangerous. So I'm like, if I'm armed and dangerous, y'all should have came to the house with the SWAT. They didn't come to the house with SWAT or nothing. And like I was saying over there in the jungles, everybody over there knew my pops. You feel me? Because he was like the nigga that like made sure the block was good. He did what it do. You feel me? All the youngins looked up to him. He was like one of them cool ass OGs, Big Mudbone.
Your dad was in the gang as well?
Yeah, my dad, he was from 20s. My mama. Well, my dad, my original dad, my biological dad, I don't know that bitch ass nigga. From what me and my older sister, we got the same dad. But like, it's gonna get into a whole cold twist. Whole cold twist. So, me and my sister, the one I'm talking about that got the same dad, around when all this shit happened, when I got locked up, shot in the head, and they raided the house and everything on the block, saying that I was involved in a police officer shooting, and a couple of sheriffs was killed, and the detectives and yada yada. They didn't have no proof, no nothing. All they said they had was a phone call. And my case would have got dismissed because at the time I had dreads. And they said that the dude that did it didn't have dreads. The nigga had braids. But it wasn't enough evidence. So I fought my case for 2 years, and then I ended up getting 14 with 85. But within the 2 years process, while I'm in the pen, I don't know if my big sister told you, but my sister that me and her got the same dad, one of his sons is a sheriff. So while I'm in jail, in the county jail, if you ask anybody about the county jail, the only way you could get in your cell is if the police unlock your shit from the tower. So while I'm in there, when I first go in, they tell me they're gonna K-12 me. K-12 is like, it's not PC, but it's basically protective custody because I had a police officer in my family. So they was like, until that get cleared, I'm like, I ain't got no police in my family. What the fuck you talking about? Wrong one. They was like, you got a brother named Marvin Pollard, your dad's George Pollard. I'm like, what the fuck, him? Like, what the fuck? Like, I ain't never met that nigga or this nigga. Like, it was real shit. I'm like, what the fuck? And they was like, nah, bro, you got this dude. So, mamas, while I'm in there, I want to say, once I get out of K-12, I'm in the gang module probably like 2 months. It's about like 2 in the morning, my cell get cracked. And when my cell get cracked, I'm asleep, but the door is cow. It could make that loud ass pop noise. So I kind of woke up, but I didn't. And when I didn't do what I was supposed to do, mamas had a dude hand around my neck. I got sliced from here all the way around. Before they could get to right here, mamas hopped up, did my shit, walked out the room. My shit was leaking. They said it was like a slaughterhouse in my room. Blood was everywhere and shit. And they tried to give me an ad charge because the nigga that sliced me up, I killed him. But at the same time, the district attorney told me that it was self-defense. I was single cell because of the like standards of my case and shit. And then so they wanted me, I had to be in gang module, but they wanted me to where I moved around and everything, you feel me? And I
Clearly self-defense, but how did he end up killing him? He had the drop on you. This ain't a big dude. I'd love to hear more of that story.
like how you say, basically run my program, get my phone calls, canteen. But the shit was weird, like the way everything was going. So when that shit happened and I came out the cell, the police came up on me. I'm tripping on them because ain't no way in hell somebody could just pop my door. Like that's a steel door. Like if you want to get out that bitch from the inside, like if you big enough and you with the function, you can kick that bitch off the hinges. But other than that, like that shit ain't opening. So they was saying like it was a computer malfunction, this and that, yada yada, whatever the fuck. So I want to say 3 weeks after that, I go to court. The judge asked me what was the situation about the murder in my cell. I'm like, he like, you ain't got no celly, what was going on, was you high? I'm like, man, my door was popped while I was asleep. Somebody tried to kill me. And like, that came from a sheriff. You feel me? The judge was like, nah, you paranoid, whoop through a whoop. Miss me with that shit. So when I get back, cause we was going to CCB right down here downtown. So when we get back to the county jail, on mamas, that night after I said that, I'm in the cell on mamas. I'm sitting in my cell and I'm posting, I'm making my spread, I eat and shit. And while I'm in there on mamas, my cell get popped, they tell me to step outside. I step outside the door, boom, they tell me to come into the corridor.
So he keeps saying on mamas. I guess he's putting it on his mother to show that he's telling the truth. I don't know why, some people who caught up in, the gang life, they talk like that. Like,
come to the cordial, because in the cordial they got like A, B, and C wing. So when I come out there, big ass black dude come get me, cuff me up. Like, what the fuck I'm going? I'm like, man, it's like 2, 3 in the morning, what the fuck going on? They take me in the rec room, they handcuff me to the thing. Oh, mama's the big black dude, that shit, nigga, in my life start welling on me, boom, boom. Nigga broke my jaw, boom, boom. I had 2 broken ribs. The nigga dislocated my shoulder. And came to find out that the nigga was my brother. It was my dad, yeah, all bullshit to the side. It was my dad's oldest son. The nigga fucked me up, came in there, said I was I put a bad name on our family's last name and yada yada. And I'm like, nigga, I don't even know you. I don't even know none of your family. You feel me? Like, what the fuck is you on? And they was like, well, whoop-de whoop whoop and this and that. So on mamas, I woke up in the hospital, face swollen, yada yada. So I want to say, it's 2008. I looked that shit up on the internet. 2008 on mamas, I go to court. I want to say it was the fourth or fifth time. You look it up on the internet, 2008. That shit's still on there. I'm the nigga that was shot for the third time. Not in the head no more, but that's when I was hit in the face. On mamas inside the
You
court.
had a lot of people try to kill you.
Huh?
You had a lot of people try to kill you.
Nah, that's because they try. Well, I want to say it's the way shit. I ain't gonna say it was the way I was raised, cause my mama.
Including your own family.
Huh?
Including your own family.
Yeah. Oh, mama. But that's just on my dad's side. Like on my mom's side, ain't nobody like on my mom's side. It's all love. But my dad, like them motherfuckers is like them weird. Like my auntie and them, they been trying to talk to me since he passed away. You feel me? And link up with me and everything. But it's just like everybody see everything good and they don't see that one side to the shit I went through on the inside. You feel me? And like my sister and them, they tell me all the time, like, stay away from me, yada yada, cause they fake, whoop de whoop. But it's just principles like on mama. So when I was in court, them fools shot me cause they said I tried to escape. And like, how you gonna escape? They said cause I punched the glass window on mama's the judge when she started talking about my time. I ain't expected to say that much time that soon. So when I went there, they was talking about giving me 365 years. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, y'all tripping. I'm like, what the fuck am I facing again? They was like, double homicide on police officer. They was like, it was double homicide on police officer, and they gave me like 11 attempted murders. So I was like, y'all out y'all rabbit ass mind. Y'all got me fucked up. Like, that's out. And I cocked back, punched the window, and the officer, like, he came inside the tank, and I don't know if you can see, like the two little black spots on my side?
Yeah.
The nigga, he came, I was so hyped up, he came, held the taser to me for like 5 minutes. I didn't go down, I kept punching the window, broke it out, and on everything, when I tried to climb out the window where you know how it blocks the court, the tape from the judge? When I tried to climb out that bitch, mama's the deputy, he done my shit. But that shit went through, and I should knock out my wisdom tooth and shit. So shit, that shit was, and I was in there, that's the crazy part. They thought I was high on drugs in there, but I wasn't, I was just mad.
I've never seen anybody with as many scars as you.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people be
I
telling.
don't know if you can see it here, but there's 100 knife wounds on your torso.
Yeah, everybody be telling me I look like and they like I'm a real African Black Panther, you know, the evil one. On mamas. But like that shit, yeah, this shit, man, a lot of people don't know, man. All this shit right here, this shit came from the kidnapper. Like shit like this right here, these deep ones right here, this one, that's a gunshot wound. This one is from getting stabbed up in the king.
How far did you go to school?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I graduated. I went to the 12th grade.
You did?
Yeah, I graduated school.
Do you regret joining a gang?
Huh?
Do you regret joining a gang?
Do I regret joining a gang? At the end of the day, nah, because it taught me, like, I ain't gonna say, like, it taught me who I am, but it taught me more about being a man and, you know what I'm saying, walking the streets. Like, I tell these young cats, this gangbanging shit, it's not a joke, it's not play, this shit a lifestyle. No matter where you go.
It's definitely not a joke. And for him to have graduated high school, even though he started gangbanging at, 10, there could have been, other things for him to pursue. I'm looking it up. Oh, well, I'll see if I find it later.
Niggas, if niggas know you, they know you. So, you feel me? It was just, Halloween. On mama's Halloween, me, my daughter, and my god nieces, we driving, boom, boom, on mama's. Niggas seen me, they knew the car, they lit that bitch up. On Halloween this year, shot my car up, boom, I got out, went to do, and that's when I got hit in the nuts.
You did?
Yeah, I got shot in the nuts on Halloween. My sister Tay was laughing at me because when they came, my shit was cocked up like this. Oh, and everything. But she was tripping about that shit. She was like, nigga, how's you still up walking? Nigga, you been shot in the head, the face. Now, nigga, you shot in the nuts. So altogether, what? I say gunshot wounds. If you want me to go through gunshot story, say altogether with the 3 facial, it'll be, what, 28? 28 times I was shot. So, like, it was, man, like, niggas don't understand that
And there's
shit,
about
man.
100 or more stab wounds on you.
Oh, the stab wounds, I want to say that's about like, I want to say like 175
Yeah.
on mama. And then I got them on my back too, where like niggas.
You think it's karma?
Karma from doing what I was doing when I was younger?
Yeah. How many people do you think you've killed?
Crazy.
Yeah, you want me to speak on that on camera?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yo,
No, we're not naming names.
Oh, okay.
We're just rough number.
Rough number. I'll say before I went to jail, rough number between 10 and 15.
Including the guy in prison too, right? And then there's a guy in prison.
Yeah, the dude before I went to jail about 10, 15. Then in jail in the county, only one in the county because the nigga he tried to slice my shit.
Yeah.
And then in the pen, I had broke a cat neck because we got into a melee. And the nigga, oh mama, the shit was wicked. The nigga, I don't know if you see this right here, but you can see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so while we squabbing on mamas, we squabbing, a dude run up, I dunked low and I came, bam, slapped his ass. But when I came up, on mamas, we had got into a riot with the Woods. So when I came up, on mamas, the nigga had like a little 4-level, but I want to say like that big, a little pocket banger. And nigga stuck me in my shit all the way in. I didn't even know the nigga had that shit that much shit on mama. Boom, bam, getting with it, boom, bam. With the shit hanging in my shit and all that. Getting with it, boom, bam. Pick the nigga up, slam him on his neck. On mamas, I turn around, get with it some more. And the homies, they looking at me all funny and shit. I'm like, fuck y'all staring at, nigga, like these niggas running up. We doing our shit, boom, boom. Next thing I know, the homie like, bro, you got a knife sticking out your head. I'm like, blood, stop playing. I turn around and get off, boom, bam. And when I turn around and get off, the homie, he scream, and it's a real ass nigga, like this the Damu homie from Lane. He passed out. I thought, fuck. Homie's like, bro, you got a knife. So when I reached to pull the shit out, on mama, that's when they shot me with the Mini 14 in my leg. You know what the Mini 14 is? It's like you ever hear people say we don't get no warning, they don't get no warning shots? So it's a Mini 14, it's the big ass, it's the rifle that shoots the 223 rounds. So I got hit in the leg with the 223, the Mini 14. So from here to here, it's still raw. So like my bone was reconfigured and everything. But the whole time I'm standing up, we squabbling, yada yada, and I wouldn't go down. So Lieutenant Nolan, he came out, and the homies, they surrounded me because I wouldn't get down. I was like out of it. I ain't gonna say I was zombied out, but when I get mad, I just nut up. Like it's like all red, it's done for. So
this isn't a stupid brother. Like he needs to improve his vocabulary, but it's the environment he was placed in, the unfortunate situations he was put in. He was with, like, he said, like an adopted mother. He wasn't raised with his parents, doesn't know his father. It's a whole like twisted situation where, his father's family is around. He has kids that he raised. One ended up being a sheriff and all of that stuff, but he wasn't raised with them. He was born in LA. He spent a little bit of time in New Orleans, then Chicago, then went back to LA young. I think he said around age 8. Then he joined a blood gang when he was 10, grew up in that environment, started selling drugs early, and just led him down this path of destruction. He still managed to graduate high school, but was caught up in the streets the whole time. So it was just, going through basically going through the motions. He did enough to pass. And, he said in around 2008 he was 18 years old. So this means like now he's around 35, 36. They do a lot of just pushing kids through in the public school system anyway. A lot of kids they haven't really met requirements, but they do enough to pass. And this could be the situation here, but he's not stupid. But, you know, when he finished school, it's hard in that environment. He should have just tried to get a job. I normally don't promote going in the Army, but if you got nothing better else to do and you're trying to escape your neighborhood, just go. Get away from the drugs and the gangs, because, you know, God just been looking over this brother. He could have been out of here a bunch of times.
While we was doing that, Lieutenant Loney, he came up on the yard. They was like, Pollard, man, I need you to get down. I'm like, man, y'all niggas shot me something. You feel me? I'm like, I got this shit in my head. I need to take it out. I'm like, I can't feel my face. He like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah, I was going to take it out. Next thing I know, I get hit. Like, this shit bullshit, bro. Y'all trying to kill me in here, too. I'm like, I just left the county. Now y'all niggas trying to take me out in the pen. Like, what the fuck going on? So, Mama, Nolan, he do the shit A1. He take off, like, they got it to where they could hog tie you with the strap on their ankle. So he take that off, and he put the little, whatever they want to call a tourniquet on my leg to stop the bleeding, because the shit hit the artery and all that. They lay me down, hella back, and I come back, go to the hole, yada, yada. I get out, but I kind of skipped some shit. One thing that I didn't leave out, like, this is big, I don't know if you know about the shit that's going on with Sheriff Baca. You know Sheriff Baca, right? How he got fired and nigga jail time and all that. So I'm under one of those cases where the nigga, they investigating him under me for one of the shits when I was in the county jail. So apparently, after all that shit, I want to say about the third time, I had my cell got popped on Mama's. They moved me to, not PC, but they moved me into the medical floor because I kept having seizures. I guess whatever the motherfucker had did.
Yeah, all the bullets through your brain and nice.
Yeah,
You're going to have seizures at some point.
Yeah, so I kept having seizures and shit. So they moved me to the medical floor. So when I'm in the medical floor, I'm thinking everything gonna be gravy. They let you call home, yada, yada. So while I'm up there, niggas start doing weird shit like the sheriffs. All of them was cool except for this one Mexican. So I want to say for like the first 5 months, swear to you not, probably like once a week I was getting down with the sheriffs. Boom, boom, get them. Oh, Mama's getting tased. It'll be one taser, two tasers, swipe the white. You feel me? So it got to the point to where, and I ain't gonna lie, I learned my lesson too after that. Cause they ended up getting the biggest Hispanic dude off my floor. But I got with him, boom, boom. And then this one sheriff named Marietta, he came up while I was taking off on his partner. They was tasing me and I wasn't going down. So that nigga, he actually put me to sleep. I ain't never been put to sleep before.
Do you believe in karma?
Yeah. Do I think that was karma?
No, do you believe in karma?
Yeah, I believe in karma to the fullest on Mama. I believe in karma. Karma's a bitch. Like, to the fullest.
But you're still standing.
Huh?
You're still standing though.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Everybody tell me like, oh, Mama, they say your book is written before your ass come out your mama coochie. So, you feel me? Before you come on, your story, everything from the beginning to the end is already ready.
You got 9 lives.
Huh?
You got 9 lives.
Yeah, I said that. My nieces call me Wolverine and shit. So, that shit, man, I want to say like technically nine lives, cause she, like just on the streets, I done died a couple times.
The crazy thing about all of this, all right, so this interview took place, I think this was in 2022. He got out of prison in 2021 after doing 14 years. And he said he got locked up when he was around 18. So 14 years makes sense for 2022, 2021, 2022. He got out when he was around age 32. You know, here we are now, 3 years later. He would be around 35, 36, like I said, doing the math. But the time of this interview, he said, you know, he wasn't going to get locked up again. And he got locked up shortly after. So that's the crazy part. I want to show you that part.
Like that nigga, he got the end function of it.
All right, George. Thank you so much for sharing your story, man.
For sure, boy.
I appreciate it, man. Stay safe.
Right,
Stay out of
for
prison.
sure.
Stay out of prison.
Yes, sir.
So last time we talked, you told me
I wasn't going back.
You're not
to jail.
going back.
Yeah, they shot me.
Who?
Police. When they arrested me, kicked the window out. Yeah, it's crazy. I kicked the window out, got up out the car. It was crazy.
What was it for?
Years.
Well, originally, dumbass sister, the one you know.
Oh, really?
Some shit happened and police came, they surrounded the house. I jump off one roof to the next, leave my backpack. They see the backpack, don't see nobody up there. They leave, I go back to the apartment. What the fuck was all that? My nephews and them like, yeah, man. We sorry, man, we got you some shit. I'm like, all right, fuck it, do y'all thing. I'm on the roof smoking. Next thing I know, the police coming up to the roof. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? I just jumped off the roof. Man, they like, yeah, man, yeah, your name George Pollard? I'm like, yeah. They were like, yeah, we looking for you. I said, for what? They said, well, if that's your backpack? I said, yeah, we found 2 ghost guns in it. I said, nah, you bullshitting. It's only the kits, bro. They kits. You can't charge me for that. They was bought before January 21st, so you can't charge me. And they were like, that's not why we're here. They said, first they said robbery. Then they said arson. Then they said I stole firearms. Then it was all type of weird shit. Then they tried to get me for involuntary manslaughter for security job I was working. They tried to book me. Like, it was bad, bro. It was bad. But I only got 2 years. I beat everything. I only got 2 years. They didn't have no evidence on nothing. They gave me for all that shit, the arson, the residential burglary, the firearms, the involuntary manslaughter. Gave me 2 years with a double up for a prior. And the judge said, you ain't been in trouble. Your parole officer didn't want to violate you. So this and that. But I went to LA for a little bit, the county jail downtown LA.
How was that?
That was bad.
I've heard.
Yeah, that was bad, man. I had to fuck some shit up.
That's worse than prison.
Yeah, prison fucked up right now, though. They mixing the main line with the PCs and everything and all that. So it's kind of bad right now, man. Pen is kind of bad, but we got tablets and stuff. Had to fuck some shit up in there.
So I'll stop sharing. The brother is, 36 years of age. He's done 16 years in prison out of his life. So 20 years free and 16 on the inside. You could go watch the full clip. He says, he's on the right path now. He's staying out of trouble. But, it's hard because I've seen people get caught up in that lifestyle and, recidivism is high. It's hard when you get caught up in that. How do you go get a job now? So, people stay, they stay in the streets because, they got a criminal record, they got a felony. No one wants to hide them. And if you don't have a support system, a strong support system, a strong family to help you get back on the right path or someone to give you a break, it's hard to come back into society. So I think they need to do a better job in the criminal justice system with getting people acclimated into society, setting up jobs, corporations for these brothers to have job opportunities when they get out so that they can stay out of trouble, for the ones who are rehabilitated and want to do better. It's difficult, but prevention is better than cure. People just stay away from it, stay away from the drugs, stay away from the gangs. A lot of times people make it seem like, in some of these neighborhoods, you just have to join. I know people, I've been to LA, I know people who grew up in, different parts of LA who didn't join gangs. I'm from New York. I know people in different parts of New York who didn't join gangs, some of the worst neighborhoods, some of the neighborhoods with the most gangs. You don't have to join. There's ways out, but it takes a certain amount of mental strength. And it's how you're raised, He grew up around, he said the man that he looked up to as his father was in a gang. So that stuff is tough. But y'all can let me know what y'all think of the video. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share the video. Peace.